Okay, everybody, we are here with our girl, Anita Wilson. This girl is really blessing, actually, the nation with her voice. And God has just been doing some awesome things with you. How's it been? I know it's just been like a roller coaster. It's just kind of been crazy, right?
Well, it's been busy. It's been really busy, but I appreciate the journey. It has its ups and downs, but since I released my first album in 2012, Worship Soul, it has been a blessing. You know, I appreciate that people think enough of me to invite me to share at their special events, and that they think enough of me to spread the word about the music and spend their money on my music and all of that good stuff. I never take that for granted. So God is amazing. I get to do what I love for who I love, you know, music and God. So I have no complaints. I love every lesson that I learned. So it's a beautiful journey.
So tell us, how did you get started? Like, go way back.
Well, way back is I'm a pastor's daughter. So I grew up in East St. Louis, Illinois, of course, singing in church and doing all that good stuff. My dad is also a singer and musician. So he was my first influence at music. And around 1999, I actually moved to Chicago. And I did a local project, an independent project with my brother's church. There I met Rick Robinson and Vashawn Mitchell. They did a little writing and producing on that album. And a couple of years later, Vashawn did a live session over at Sweet Holy Spirit, and he asked me to sing background there. And he actually ended up asking me to sing a little bit of the end of a worship song called Lost in His Presence. And Mr. Donald Lawrence was there at that live recording, and thank God he ended up liking what he heard when I sang, and he contacted me because it was the time he was forming what we now know as Donald Lawrence and Company. So he just kind of handpicked singers and brought us all together. So I traveled and ministered and recorded with Donald Lawrence and Company almost 10 years, actually. And from 2004 to about 2013, 2014, when I could no longer travel with them because God had me busy on the solo journey. Right. So, the rest is history, as they say. I released Worship Soul in 2012 and Vintage Worship, my second album, in 2014.
Beautiful.
Now tell me, you have gotten to work with a number of artists. So who are some of the artists that you really look up to or idolize? I know we were just messing with Kim McFarland a moment ago, and you were just saying how much of an icon and giant that she was. Is she one of your inspirations, and who else is?
Well, I absolutely grew up listening to the Thompson Community Singers, and Kim McFarland was one of the main voices that I absolutely loved. So to have the opportunity to sing with her in Donald Lawrence and Company was definitely a full circle moment for me. I give an ode to the Tommies on my new album, a song that Leanne Fain led back in the day. So I love standing on the shoulders of those who I listen to. I'm very inspired by Yolanda Adams. I love her journey and how she stayed true to who she was and is, and she was able to cross genres and all kinds of racial barriers with the reach of her music. So I appreciate that. I'm very inspired by that. It's so many. I grew up listening to the Clark sisters and the Winans and the Hawkins. So it's the list goes on and on. The people that I'm inspired by and that I learn lessons from. Of course, my mentor, maybe predictably so, but my mentor is Donald Lawrence. I've learned a lot about not only music, but the business of music and integrity and humility and class and the ins and outs of the studio and producing and engineering and all kinds of things like that. So he is definitely my big brother, my mentor.
Awesome. Okay, I want to play a little game with you. It's
all right.
Fairly easy.
Okay.
Just I'm gonna throw out a word or phrase. Tell me the first thing to come to mind.
All right.
Okay, Anita Wilson.
You're gonna start with me.
I'm gonna start with you.
Genuine.
Oh, you go
more than one.
That's one word.
I can go on and on about myself
that makes
now.
you paying attention. You're a great listener.
Yeah,
okay.
We'll leave it at genuine.
Donald Lawrence.
Legendary.
Okay. God.
Everything.
I expect you to keep going with that one. You know.
Well, listen.
You can't just go one word with that one.
I'm sticking to what
I need you to break the rules on that one.
Nah, listen. Everything is everything. God is
everything. Is everything. That sums it up. That's beautiful. Well, I think we're gonna wrap. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, just actually one more thing. When your career is, pretty much over way down the line, what do you want to have gotten out of this whole experience, and what type of legacy will you have want to have left?
Well, I pray that what's most important to me is what people will remember, and that is that my music and my spirit and my complete vibe that I bring to any room or to any music is sincerity, relatability. I'm never up high in the clouds. People use words like celebrity or famous or fans or anything like that. I don't use those words. I don't consider myself anywhere near that category, because I'm just grateful to do what I do for God and to hopefully bless and inspire people. And I hope that people take that from what I give them, if I get to meet them in person, or if they never meet me, just listening to my music. I pray that they feel that sincerity through the music that I create. I will always aspire to create music that is able to bless people, not only on Sunday, not only in church, but throughout their lives. And I think that's very important. I just really always want to bring positive energy to any situation. There's so much going on in the world right now that can bring us all down. So I just want to do my part to leave an impact, a positive impact on this generation, the next generation, and anybody that will listen, to shine the light of God, to love all people, even if their choices are different than mine. I think it's very important that we accept everyone for who they are. Let God be the judge, and we just do what Jesus told us to do, which is love one another.
Well, I don't want to end on such a holy and deep.
Was that deep? Was that holy and deep?
Not necessarily, but I just want to end on just a little lighter note. I know we all so silly.
God.
I know we all are Christians here,
yes,
and we all love the Lord and everything. But just real quick, other than gospel and contemporary Christian music or whatever, who you listening to?
I listen to right now. I'm listening to D'Angelo.
Okay.
Yeah, what's in my phone? It's right there. D'Angelo. I love Prince. I don't listen to a lot of rap. I'm not mad at rap, but I don't listen. I listen to Jay-Z. Believe it or not. Prince, D'Angelo. Let's see. Tank. He was a little interesting on social media yesterday. Yeah. Tank ain't old school.
He old enough.
No. Well, honey,
old chips.
I'm 38, so that's not old school to me.
The
but
Tank back in the day, he got the keg now.
Tank.
Sorry,
Y'all
Tank.
are tripping. Yeah, they're tripping. I didn't say that, Tank.
Sorry, Tank. My bad.
Let's see. I love our good R&B. Avery Sunshine. She's amazing. That's my very good friend, and she has the #1 song on Urban AC right now. So I listen to Avery Sunshine. Let's see. It's a lot of people. Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga have an amazing album out right now. So I listen to jazz. I listen to R&B, classic soul, and R&B. I listen to it all.
Yeah, I just ask us, everybody, especially when you talk to a Christian artist, everybody just be so, I'm on the Lord 24/7.
Well, that's
when
not
you with
me.
your significant other, you ain't bumping no worship music.
Absolutely. And if you hear both of my albums, but definitely my current album, it is influenced by music of the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and that you will definitely hear the influence of R&B and soul. So, that's what my whole vibe is and sound is built on. It's merging gospel as well as all other genres together. I appreciate all music.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
One last thing before we get out of here.
Okay.
Why don't you tell the people what you got coming up, what you're working on?
I working on? Well, I will continue. We're nearing the end of this year, so I will be continuing to promote vintage worship in 2015. And my team and I are discussing some other avenues of voice work and maybe some things in fashion and some other endeavors other than music. But sometimes, when new albums come out, they promote them and they get a lot of buzz for a couple of months and then you don't hear nothing about it anymore. I refuse to do that. I worked too hard on that album. Right. So I will continue throughout the year to promote vintage worship as well as get ready for my next recording, which will be a live recording later on in 2015, perhaps early 2016. So we're moving. We'll continue to make moves and be busy. The calendar already has some dates booked on there, so I'll be moving around. Y'all hit me on social media. Can I give you the social media info?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
All right.
We may be already friends on Facebook, so
okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. My website is missanitawilson.com. That's missanitawilson.com. Miss Anita Wilson on Twitter and Instagram, and on Facebook there's a page under Anita Wilson that you can like. Y'all keep in touch with me. I'll hit you back and let you know what's going on with me.
Y'all go follow your girl.
Y'all heard it right there. The next queen of gospel.
Oh, Lord.
Miss Anita Wilson, the lovely Miss Anita Wilson.
Thank you.
Sweetheart, thank you so much for granting us this opportunity.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Part of your time. And I know you have to get ready to minister and sing, so we're going to leave you be. And let you get in your comfort zone, in your element.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let you get in your element.
My zen.
Yes, definitely. So we love you. Thank you so much.
Love you as
God
well.
bless
Thank
you.
you. God
and,
bless y'all.
Hopefully, all of us be doing bigger and better things.
Absolutely.
In the coming future.
Many blessings to y'all. Thank you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
your time.
Thank you.
Yes.